Hi guys, so welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to discuss about the most important thing about your relationship with money. The thing that I'm going to discuss is about the money blueprint. Now most of my students, they keep on asking about the money blueprint and how are we unconsciously gathering those blueprints from the outside world. Now money, as such, we don't have any personal experience of money until we start earning or until we recognize what money is actually. But right from our birth, people always and constantly feed into our mind about their perception towards money. Take for example our parents. If you are asking your parents about something, you want it and you desperately want, and you are very stubborn on that, they will be always telling you that money is not growing in the trees. Money is not something that you can get easily. You have to work for it. It is very hard to earn. Now these are the perceptions of our parents and also about the society which we are living in and the surroundings, our families and our friends. Now they have their own perception towards money, like money is very hard to earn, money is evil, if you have money you will become miser, or all the movies, if you take for example, are self-centered and portray the rich people as misers or the bad people or the dons or the gundas. Now when we see these movies and as we grow up, we have this feeling of money which is something evil in the society that is prevailing, and those people who are not having money are termed or labeled as very good people. Now this is a general perception of money in which we have grown up, or I have grown up, and I think mostly in our Indian families we are grown up saying like that. Now there are only 4% of the people who are actually rich in this entire earth. They are successful, they are rich, and we always tend to think that money goes to the people who are rich. It makes the rich richer and the poor poorer. But all these negative concepts around money, you don't have any personal experience of that. It has always been given by the society, by the movies which we watch, by our friends, our family, our ancestors, and these things get together have framed our money blueprint. And based on that blueprint, we make our decisions on money. While spending, while earning, while for everything, you have some idea of money in your mind. And because of those subconsciously or unconsciously loaded perceptions of money, we get so many blogs, we get so many wrong ideas of money. Now today I want you to change that perception. I want you to revisit your money blueprint, what you have already in your mind. I want you to rethink about what are the experiences that you have gained personally with money. Because around 99% of the population don't have their own experience of money. Before deciding for anything, if they are spending, they will always have their own perception of money. They will be afraid to spend money, they will be anxious, they will be worried, they will be frustrated of spending money. But they don't realize that by spending money, they are fulfilling their needs, their wants, their desires. And it is only the money that is going to give them. Now this is the general blueprint of everybody's life. I think you can resonate with those things which I have explained to you right now about the general perception and the blueprints that you have. Now I want you, those people who are hearing it, please think a different way. Money is not evil. Money doesn't make you miser. Money is not dangerous. Money is not hard to earn. Okay, money, I know it doesn't grow in the tree, but it always flows to you when you want it. There might be so many different situations in which we are forced to spend money, and sometimes we will be having scarcity of money where we cannot afford to buy something or afford to pay something for. Maybe for example the fees to the school, the kids. Now, there would have been a situation where it would be very hard for you to give fees for your children. You would be asking somebody and money would have come to you, would have flown towards you through some person or people where you are asking. Now there would have never been an incident where money has hesitated or didn't flow to you, because if we have been blocked of money, then nobody would have been alive today, because we wouldn't have money to spend to even buy our basic necessities. So money is always flowing towards you, but you are the one who is not recognizing it, and you are the one who is hesitating on receiving it, and you are the one who are not appreciating money which is flowing towards you to fulfill your needs and desires. Now this is one of the basic components that I want you to understand. Money is not something evil. Money is your friend. Think like money is your friend. It is fulfilling your desires, your needs and your wants of you and also your loved ones. Think money as an energy. It flows from person to person. It doesn't get stagnated. Earlier, at least, we used to see physical money. Now, we people, after having our debit cards and credit cards, we never have the physical use of money. At least we have that privilege of using it. But in the future generation, I don't know whether they are going to see the physical money. They will be only having the digital money. So, money is an energy which flows from person to person who are in need. But are you the right person where money is coming friendly to you? Now I'll tell you one example. I happened to attend a workshop of Brian Tracy last year. I think it was in May or June. I don't remember. I think it's May. It happened in Mumbai and I was very eager. It was a 3-day workshop and I was very eager to meet Brian Tracy. Because he is one of my mentors. That was the first time I'm going to see him live. So I went to Mumbai, and when I attended the first session of Brian Tracy, he just walked to the stage and he didn't wish us any good morning or hello or anything. He just took out his wallet. He placed the money in his hand and he said, "I love money." He just started kissing the money which he had in his hand. And I was just taken aback. I was like feeling like, oh, what is he doing? Because I had the perception that the person who loves money is not good. He's somebody who is, what do we say? He is somebody who is, not free in approaching, or somebody who is miser, or who is something which restricted me in hearing the further conversation of Brian Tracy. And what image I had of him in my mind, it all vanished in that particular second. And I was just looking after him, what he's actually doing. And he was just kissing his money and telling that I love money. And then he put the money back in his wallet, kept his wallet on the table, and he came back and he said, he asked a kid in front row and he just took him and he introduced that kid to us, saying that this is his grandson. And he took him in his arms and he just kissed him and said, I love my grandson. And it showed a positive gesture on him at that particular time, like he loves his grandson. the child, and he's so friendly and lovable to that particular child. So we were a little bit okay. And after he made him back on his seat, he came back to the stage and again he said, "Please rise, the people. How many of you really hesitated or had some jerk when you saw me kissing the money in my wallet?" And in that room, okay, 99% of the people raised their hands, and there were around 500 people in the room. And he just started laughing. And again he asked the second question, "How many of you felt hesitant while I kissed my grandson?" Now there were only 1 or 2%. Even now nobody raised their hands, and we were all just started laughing. So he told that here is your first lesson. When you love somebody, they just come running to you. And if you don't love your money, how will it come to you? And this was a particular, it was a bulb on moment for me. And I shifted my whole perspective of money on that particular second. And that day I had so many shifts, so many, hesitant moments, so many dilemmas, so many ideas about money that just broke out. All those things which I had in my mind about money, all the perceptions I had stored for so long just burst out to nothing. And I was erased of all my money memory on that particular day. And the 3-day workshop that just turned my life upside down. And this is something, a life-changing experience for me, which I wanted to share with you. Now, after hearing this, how many of you really think that which you love comes back to you? You will have a better and wonderful relationship with people who love. It is not only with the people, it is also with money. It is also with respect. It is also with happiness. It is also with everything that is invisible to our eyes. So money is a part of it. Now, I want you to realize that money is an energy which flows from one person to another, and the more you love your money, the more you pave the way for the money to flow to you. This is the first formula or mantra of attracting money in your life. Now, I want your valuable comment about this particular video. Please like this video and share your comment about this particular video. I would love to read your comments, and if you have any questions on that, please ask in the comment session. I would really looking forward to answering all those questions. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.